There are so many fun things that we're trying this week, and they're all so different from each other that I feel like this week's taste test is going to be a really good one. Plus, I'm looking at a bottle of wine right now, so what can I say? It's gonna be a great taste test. This is a Trader Joe's, all the new stuff from this week. I wanted to say too, thank you guys so much for participating in the question last week. And this week I have a much more lighthearted one, let's just say that. So I'm excited to tell you guys at the end what question it is, but we're about to try some food. So I'm thinking we should crack into this Oktoberfest beer. So we're gonna cheers to this week's incredible taste test. Here we go. What?
Oh my.
Alright, ooh baby, just hold tight. We're up the moonlight, believe in the magic.
Okay, I have to say, for Trader Joe's Oktoberfest beer, it's pretty good. It's not as good as the ones last week, so you know, we had to be a little dramatic for the intro there, but it definitely has like a little bit more bite to it. It has a lot of flavor though, and I feel like for Trader Joe's brand beer, when you're, you know, paying pretty much half the price that you pay for other beers, it's very worth it, and I liked it a lot.
I do not think that it had very much of a bite.
Really?
I thought that it has really good flavor. So if you like Oktoberfest flavored beers or like those seasonal beers, this is what always been one of my favorites. I think it does a really good job of giving you that fall feeling without it being too much of like a dark beer or anything that's too intense. So always the Joseph Brew, however you pronounce it, beers, they're always a thumbs up in my book.
I agree. One thing Tim did mention is that they used to come in glass bottles, and this year, didn't you say
I
they were
did,
glass
yeah.
bottles? I don't remember, but probably.
They've
were.
always been glass bottles, so maybe they still do have those, but
We didn't see any,
they
though.
didn't have it this week, yeah.
Maybe they're trying to save money and do cans. So anyways, that's the beer that we tried right away. Now we're gonna get into some of the foods. So we have quite a few hot foods to try. They were actually all frozen, and Tim's gonna start off with
This is the shrimp and garlic flatbread, and I just threw it in the air fryer, even though it didn't have air fryer instructions, and look at how perfect this thing cooked. It's amazing, so I'm gonna give it a try.
So when Tim was getting ready to prepare this, he said that this flatbread was like a full bread. It wasn't chopped up already. So what he did was cut it before he cooked it, so frozen, and then he just air fried a little bit to see if it works. So does it work, or do you need to oven bake it?
The verdict is still out on that, because I think I may have just slightly overcooked it in the air fryer. And it has a little bit more of that like crunchy, like crackeriness to it.
Yeah.
But I can still give you a good read on this, that this was really good. I really enjoyed it. That like garlic flavor isn't overpowering. It's more of like a garlic sauce. And then they have like a little bit of cheese, and then the shrimp flavor is really good. You know, they're about the size of, you know, maybe a quarter. So they're not necessarily the small bay shrimp, but they're a little bit bigger. Flavor is great. It's a great little appetizer, I guess you will. It's not necessarily a full meal, at least not for a big guy like me, but I certainly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when it was cooking in the air fryer, I could smell that garlic sauce, and it actually smelled really good. The shrimp smell, I definitely could smell that too, but that garlic sauce came through mostly, and it smelled really nice. So I was like, okay, it sounds like it smells like it's gonna taste good. And then I was gonna ask you too, what do you feel like the shrimp to bread ratio? Is it fair, or do you feel like there should be more? Like, what's your take on that?
I would say that it's pretty fair. So
Okay.
like if you were to take a bite, you probably could get away with almost one shrimp per bite.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Maybe a bite here or there.
Is
that
this a
doesn't
Tim
have
bite though? Tim bites are huge.
Let's say every other bite.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Well, I am glad you like it.
Yes.
We're moving on to the broccoli and cheddar cheese quiche, and it looks so perfect. I can't wait to cut into this. So we're just gonna use a fork and cut a little slice and try it together. This smells really good, actually. I'm excited.
Oh yeah, it does.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
For that being cooked in the microwave, that's got a great consistency to it.
That is so delicious. I actually was expecting something good, because when it came out, I smelled it and it smells amazing. It is not dry. There's a lot of moisture in there. Even the crust isn't so, you know, sometimes you taste the crust on a quiche, and it's so dry you immediately have to grab something to drink to kind of like wash it down because it's stuck in your mouth. This is just perfection. The flavor, the broccoli, there's a lot of broccoli in there. It's really cheesy. Wow. I am so impressed. I really, really like this. I'm definitely buying this again. And I'm sad that I didn't get more than one because this is so good.
We're going to have to go back.
We are.
Because I agree. The flavor is really good. And the texture for it microwaved was really quite, like, I was shocked. I was honestly surprised when I first tried that bite. And it had, like, the perfect crust texture as well as the actual egg portion of it. I
agree.
So, yeah.
Because I actually, like, saying the microwave because Tim was like, should I air fry it? And I was kind of afraid it would dry it out. Because, you know, sometimes the air fryer can dry things out. So I said, let's just do it according to the instructions and do microwave because of time constraints. And we don't want to turn on the oven right now. It's way too hot. Having said that, I'm going to pick another beer because you're about to get into that custard. And I think you want to wash it down just in case. It might be delicious, but just in case. So let's try.
I want to try this one.
Okay.
I'm curious
El
for this
Segundo?
one. Yeah.
El Segundo Oktoberfest Beer. And this one is a 5.8%.
Okay, so it's going to be definitely on the lighter side. It's going to be like a, German style.
Yeah, we like German style beers.
Yeah.
Definitely. We need your pretzels from last week.
Oh.
Oh, that's good.
That is really
That's good. Okay, that smells, I could tell by the smell. Again, it smells so yummy.
I'm going back for some more. That was really good. It's
This
definitely
is one of my
like,
faves. This is delicious.
Yeah, this is very light in the color, obviously. Actually, it's quite like almost an amber. Yeah. But the flavor is not lacking, but also not overpowering. It is more on like like a wit beer almost.
Yeah.
Really good.
And
really
super
good.
smooth. Like this is such a smooth, easy to drink beer. It's delicious. All right, save some for the fishes because quite literally you're about to have some cod.
That's true. So I'm moving on now to a very interesting product called the Cod Custard. It comes with about, I'm not sure exactly how many, but they come in these little trays, 8 of them.
They're so cute.
And I'm just going to take it right out.
Did you air fry it in the tray?
I air fried it in the tray and
looked like
took
it came
it right
out
out.
perfect.
Yeah, it does look perfect. So these were air fried. So wish me luck, guys. Cod Custard. Never heard of it, but I'm going to eat it with my mouth. Okay. It's pretty good.
What, really?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I thought you were going to make a face.
No, I was analyzing. It almost looked like there was like lemon, and I didn't know what they were going for with the custard, if it was going to be like ice cream type of custard thing and be sweet and gross.
Ice cream?
I don't know, like a sweet flavor to it. It's not. This is a seafood flavor. It's almost like a shrimp tart, if you will, but without any type of sweetness or anything like that. And it's really good. I think it's, it's really quite enjoyable, and I was not going to tell you, I did not think that beforehand.
It kind of like looks like a little mini pot pie. You know, that's what it looks like to me, because it's very liquidy in the center.
You know what it reminds me of? Of almost like a bisque, like a soup.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It looks very like liquidy in this inside. So if you're biting into it like Tim, make sure you're holding it at an angle so it doesn't all spill out on you, because it definitely was like liquidy, but was a crusty.
Perfect. It was
okay,
perfect.
Cool.
Held up and remind me kind of like a lobster bisque. That's all I gotta say. And I love lobster bisques.
So you're pleasantly surprised.
Very pleasantly, very surprised.
Good. Up next, we got the onion confit swirls. These are savory puff pastry crackers. And like I said in the haul, I really want to know if these are flaky or if they are crisp. So this is a little tiny baby bag in here. All right, got the bag open, and it definitely smells like onion. And these are a lot smaller than I thought they were going to be. They're teeny tiny little babies.
Yeah, they seem harder than flaky.
They do. Ready?
Yep.
That's interesting. The puff pastry part is, it's crispy, but it's also soft,
Crumbly.
if that makes sense. Yeah. very dry tasting, so have yourself some liquids because these are dry. So I think putting some cheese on it or something to help out with that dryness would be great. However, the little onion swirl that you can see in the middle, like swirled into it, is kind of chewy. So you get a little bit of that chewiness there. Delicious flavor. If you like onion, especially like kind of that caramelized onion flavor, this is very flavorful in the onion department. So I feel like these would be really good on soup. Just kind of, you know, as a crouton type of thing on soup or even in salad. But just some cheese on there too, I think would be really good.
I mean, I tell you, this tastes just like French onion soup. So if you're wondering what it tastes like, there you go. Now, how you choose to pair that with whatever other food, that's up to you. But I just go straight for the obvious answer of putting it on some French onion soup to give it some type of crunch. I don't know. Call me crazy.
Well, I think it'll go well with any soup, really, that you want more of like an oniony flavor on.
Yeah.
But they're really good. They definitely pack a punch, and I think they're nice. Like, try them out if you like onion. What more is there to say about it?
Yeah.
We're moving on to the hazy IPA. This is the Fossil Beach one. It says juicy, hazy, tropical. Our fave, of course. So we're gonna give this one a go.
All right, I'm excited for this. Here we go.
Me too.
There's a lot of flavor to that.
There is. It's a little more on the bitter side, personally. I'm not the biggest fan of this one.
I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan either.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. Like we both, it's too much. There's like too much hops. It doesn't taste as hazy as I want it to be.
Yeah, normally a hazy IPA is a little bit smoother. This one has more of like just a regular IPA flavor, which is where you're getting that like bitterness from.
Yeah.
It's still a good quality beer, but I don't know.
It's just not for us. It's not our cup of tea, and that's fine.
Right.
I'm sure people that like that hopsy flavor of beer, this will be for you, for sure. And we love Coronado Brewing Co., so it's not the brewery that we're, it's just this type of beer, not for us. So we're going to move on to the Sugar Kiss Melon. I cannot wait. This is a good one. I picked a good one.
Is that a cantaloupe?
No.
No.
No, it's a Sugar Kiss Melon. Okay, so the easiest way that I like to eat this, well, for now, is just to dig straight into the melon with a spoon, and we're gonna just take a little bite.
Oh my gosh. I'm going back.
Tim, you
my gosh.
you didn't even taste it before
Yeah,
your
I did.
spoon went back in.
No, I did. This is magic. This is magic. I mean, it does taste like a cantaloupe. Now, like the best cantaloupe you've ever had.
It doesn't taste like a cantaloupe. It's sweeter than a cantaloupe.
It is, but like...
So, here's the thing. It has the same texture, obviously. It's like honeydew or cantaloupe. It's the melon texture. But you're getting a lot sweeter flavor. And it is, I mean, I guess, okay, it's definitely its cousin or whatever. But it's better.
It tastes like the best cantaloupe you've ever had.
It's so good. And then when you refrigerate it, it's even better cold. So this has been sitting out, and I didn't refrigerate it yet, but it will get refrigerated, and Benson will get to come home from school and chow down because he loves this too. So double thumbs up
Yes.
for the melon, the Sugar Kiss Melon. If you haven't got one, definitely check it out. And now we are moving on to the grand finale, which is the chocolate vanilla cream JoJo's. But we cannot eat these without something to drink.
I know. The grand finale has to be paired with some wine.
We're getting to try, I'm so excited about this, if you can't tell, the Klein Zinfandel, but this is the Ancient Vines, over 100 years, dry farmed. I don't know what dry farmed means.
Say no more. I don't know either.
So if you know what dry farmed means, let me know. I did not Google it yet. And I just popped the top and corked it so that way it's ready to go for this taste test, but we have not tried it yet. I'm so excited for this. It smells really nice. Now we gotta do the taste test.
All right, my favorite part.
Oh, baby.
Whoa.
That's so good.
That's so smooth.
Wow, that's really, really good. Wow. Okay, so I talked about the Klein that I always buy. And that is, I think it's like an $8.99 price point, and this one was $13.99. So a few bucks more. Here's why I say
That's good.
both of them are worth it. Because I love the lower price point Klein, but I will tell you right now why both of the Klein wines are worth the purchase. Number one, the less expensive bottle has a really good flavor and is a perfect table wine for everyone to appreciate and enjoy, even the non-wine drinkers. Now this one has a lot more complexity in the flavor department. It has more depth and it is less sweet, which I like. So I actually prefer this one over the other one.
Yes.
But I think for people that are just getting into red wines, they might prefer the other one just because it has a little bit more sweetness to it and it's a little bit more enjoyable for the majority. Now, if you're somebody that likes a complex red, that wants something that has a lot more bold flavor, this right here, I'm gonna be buying more of this because this is so good and the price point kind of blows my mind because this tastes way more expensive than a $13.99 bottle of wine. So, wow, I'm so happy that we bought this and now we get to pair it with the chocolate vanilla cream JoJo's.
Ooh, these look good. Oh my gosh.
They're really packed tight in here. So they're easy open, which is nice because you can just reseal the flap. But we're gonna try this with our wine. I'm excited. Definitely very vanilla-y in the center.
Yeah. How do these differ from all the rest of the JoJo's that we've had? Because they taste...
Honestly, these taste more like whipped cream in the middle, don't they?
A little bit, but
it's
I don't know
not as dense as the other filling that they have in the other one.
It's a little fluffier?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I mean, maybe that's the difference, but it seems kind of superfluous to have another, type of cookie that's so similar to just the regular JoJo's. I mean... Hey,
maybe
I'm not
this
complaining,
is a replacement. I don't know.
Maybe they're going with a different packaging.
These are okay. They're just all right. I'm not in love with these. Honestly, it's the pumpkin, the jack-o'-lantern JoJo's that always come out that look like the little jack-o'-lantern faces that have the orange frosting. Those are the best ones. Hands down. I don't care who you are, what you say, unless you're gluten-free. Then you can like the gluten-free ones. But those are the best. These are inferior, and these are just okay. I don't like Cool Whip or whipped cream or...
I like them enough for another one, though. I'm going to have another one, so
I'm not the
disagree.
biggest fan. I think they're a little too sweet. The vanilla is
It just isn't anything beyond an Oreo or a JoJo or whatever you want to call them. They all taste basically the same.
I don't know. These are just meh. I have no inclination to go in for another one. I finished the first one because I wanted to not waste it, but they're just okay. I don't know. It's hard to say. I just think the middle part, there's something about it I'm just not vibing with. I just don't like that. It's too fluffy. It's almost like eating air, but it has this vanilla flavor, and I don't know. I'm not a fan, but
it tastes like an Oreo
let me
JoJo
wash
to
it down.
me.
That's something I like.
I mean, like I said, I just don't see there being value in adding these to the menu, if you will, at Trader Joe's.
It even made the wine taste meh.
Oh no!
I know. Taste the wine. It's like me. I need to wash it down a little bit. I want to get this flavor of my wine back.
It does. It does take away from the wine.
Yeah.
I'll give you that much.
All right. Well, we came, we tried, we conquered, and the results are in. Get the quiche, okay? Just get the quiche. It's delicious. We had to turn on the fan, and when we turned it on, I took a little break. I finished that quiche, okay? That's the truth. Plus, if I'm drinking wine, I need to eat. So that's...
And don't be afraid from the Cod Custard. It's good. A
There you
lot
go.
better than I thought.
You heard it from Tim, Mr. Picky over here. He liked it. Okay, well, it is that time of the video now where we are up for the question of the week. And this week's question, as promised, is a lot less, a lot more lighthearted. So the question is, what is a recipe that's been handed down to you from a family member that you make yearly or every couple months, whenever it is, that you would like to share in the comment section? And please feel free to write the recipe down, as long as it's not, 6 pages long. But yeah, share your recipe. I would love to see what everybody comes up with. What are some fun recipes that have been passed down to you from generation to generation, or just from a parent, a friend, whoever it is. But I will tell you mine. It's my egg bake, which I talk about all the time, and I make several times a year, but especially on Christmas morning. That's a mandatory one.
I love it.
And I'm not going to write my recipe down because I have a video on that, but also I'm going to do a video redoing it. I'm going to do it in a smaller pan, and it's basically the same thing. So if you've already seen it, you don't need to watch it again, but I'm going to do a refresher course on that, and I'm doing a combo video. So I'm going to do that, the egg bake, and my other go-to recipe, which is the pasta salad, and I'm going to use the new bow tie pasta from Trader Joe's and do a combo video because those are my two go-tos throughout the year that I make all the time. So love to hear what yours are. And Tim, do you have one? Or
I mean, so I was not passed down really any recipes at all. But so to show you what was passed down to me would probably be buttered pasta. Literally just boil some water, put some pasta in, butter and salt, and eat it.
That's like a comfort food, so you know that's
it's very simple, very basic, and it kind of reflects my eating as a youth, just as plain and boring as it gets. So I try to venture out in these videos to try new things, but that's my background right there. That's
all
my...
right. Well, you know what? That's fair. So I'm sure everybody has something that they want to share, and I can't wait to read the comments and learn some new recipes from you guys. So thank you again for watching this week's video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done it already, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!
We're doing it